Atlantis. The name conjures up images of a city swallowed by the sea. But is it just a story, or is there something more? Atlantis has captivated people for centuries. The legend speaks of a powerful civilization. It possessed advanced technology and wisdom, but then disaster struck. The people of Atlantis became greedy. They angered the gods. As punishment, the island was sunk beneath the waves. The story of Atlantis comes from the Greek philosopher Plato, a figure whose works have shaped much of Western thought. He wrote about it around 360 BC, embedding the tale within his dialogues. In his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, he describes a powerful island kingdom that was both advanced and formidable. Plato's Atlantis was a marvel of engineering, showcasing the height of ancient technological prowess. It had concentric rings of land and canals, a design that was both functional and aesthetically pleasing. A magnificent palace stood at its heart, symbolizing the wealth and power of the Atlantean civilization. According to Plato, Atlantis was a mighty military power. It conquered many lands, expanding its influence far and wide. But it eventually met its end when it tried to conquer Athens, a city that stood resilient against its advances. The downfall of Atlantis serves as a timeless lesson on the perils of hubris and overreach. Could Plato's story be true? Some researchers believe it might be. They point to archaeological discoveries as potential evidence. The discovery of ancient cities submerged by water, like Petri in Greece, fuels the imagination. Could this be a glimpse of Atlantis? Others point to the Minoan civilization on the island of Crete. They were a powerful seafaring people, but they were destroyed by a volcanic eruption. Could this have inspired the Atlantis story? Myth or reality? The great debate. This question has intrigued historians, archaeologists, and enthusiasts for centuries. The debate over Atlantis continues to this day, with passionate arguments on both sides. Some argue that Plato simply created Atlantis as a moral tale, a fictional story to convey philosophical ideas. They say there's no evidence it ever existed, pointing to the lack of physical artifacts or ruins. They point out that no other ancient source mentions Atlantis, making its existence highly questionable. And many of the details in Plato's story seem fantastical, filled with elements that resemble myth more than history. Others maintain that Atlantis could be real, suggesting that there might be a kernel of truth in the legend. They suggest that Plato based his story on a real event, perhaps misinterpreted or exaggerated over time, perhaps a catastrophic flood or earthquake that destroyed a civilization, leaving behind only whispers of its existence. The mystery endures, fueling endless speculation and exploration. Atlantis, a timeless enigma, a name that echoes through the corridors of history and myth. Whether Atlantis is myth or reality, its story continues to fascinate us. The legend of a powerful and advanced civilization lost to the depths of the ocean intrigues scholars and dreamers alike. It speaks to our sense of wonder, igniting the imagination of both young and old. It makes us think about the rise and fall of civilizations, and how even the mightiest empires can crumble. Perhaps Atlantis is a reminder that even the greatest civilizations are not invincible. It challenges us to reflect on our own society's strengths and vulnerabilities. It serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of greed and the power of nature. The story of Atlantis warns us of the consequences of hubris and the relentless force of natural disasters. What do you think? Could Atlantis be real? Join the expedition and explore the mystery. Dive into the depths of history and uncover the secrets that lie beneath the waves. The adventure awaits!